everybody. It is January 16th, 2024, and we are on like the fifth winter storm of the month, I think. It's been happening every like 3 or 4 days, and down south we're here with another one. I will go into a little more depth with it later, and I'm going to step inside because it's starting to rain now, and also you hear that. So, the forecast has been pretty iffy on if we were going to see thunderstorms, and if you don't mind, I'm going to adjust the camera this way because that's where the storms are coming from. Anyway, sorry. It's been very iffy on if we were actually going to see thunderstorms today. It's been saying isolated, and we were only under a just general thunderstorm risk. I don't know if Clay County specifically is part of the marginal risk. I'll put it up on screen, but like most of central going into North Florida, and we're not that far away. So there is a marginal chance of thunderstorms. Something else I will get into the video. There was only a general thunderstorm risk yesterday, but there was a tornado down in Martin County, which is near Palm City, if I remember correctly. So all those things we're going to get into. Just want to do a bit of an intro here because at about 6:30, like 7 a.m., I was still asleep, and some storms rolled through like Putnam, Marion counties. Ooh, flash of lightning. And, I missed that, and I was a little disappointed, but now we have what looks to be two different little cells. One that has a hail signature on radar near Gainesville, moving from southwest to northeast up into Clay County. Wow. That's a loud one. Okay. This is interesting because I looked at it. There's, like, no cape. There's, like, no surface instability right now. It's been kind of cool. It has been moist. There is moisture for instability, I'll say that. But, not a lot of heat. It's been overcast and pretty cool. Sounds like it's getting closer. Go ahead and take a look at the radar here. Fortunately, it looks like the school's having a bit of a nasty commute this morning. Yeah, no, on radar it just indicated 2 lightning strikes to the west. That was the flash we saw. Yeah, that's a storm cell coming in, and that's not the big one. The bigger looking one is down near Waldo right now, which I believe is in eastern Alachua, or closer to Keystone Heights, which is in extreme southwestern Clay County. So it's going to be a while before that storm gets here, but it looks like we have this one. With those lightning strikes getting close, I think I'm going to end my intro here and go step inside, but I will leave the camera out to record footage. Holy crap! That made the dogs bark. Woo! Yeah, okay, I'm definitely going inside. I don't know if I caught that on camera, but that was loud. Oh my god. Alright. So the storm cell is intensifying pretty nicely. It's starting to shift directly overhead now. I'm going to go put the camera out front to see if I can get more lightning shots in the other direction. Alright. I might give it a minute, but it looks like the cell's starting to slow down a little bit, and the one down to the south that has that potential hail core is picking up a little. I might wait for the storm to get closer to try and get footage, because most of the lightning is occurring on the south side of the storm, and the storm is already probably a good 20-25 miles away. So I don't think I'm getting footage on that part until it comes closer. So I will see you then. Alright, we'll see what we can do footage-wise here. Obviously not at the best angle, but the storm cell with the potential hail core is starting to approach from the south. There was a few lightning strikes down by Penny Farms, which is a few minutes out of town to the south. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see if we can get any more footage. I was going to go and review this footage, but or the footage I got a few minutes ago. But we'll see what we can do with this one. And also, it looks like there is a slightly better organized line of thunderstorms approaching from the west, but that looks like it's going to be a few hours away. So, oh, that was a really weird thunder. We're just getting that rain today, but it looks like the strikes are starting to occur even further south and more at a more directly south angle rather than southwest. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to get footage of that. So I'm going to bring the camera in so I can start working more on this video. And once that next line of storms comes through, I will be out here. Alright. Hello. We're back out here again. It's starting to rain over us now. So there is a pretty decent looking storm moving through Jacksonville. It's not severe warned, but it does have a special weather statement on it. Now, unfortunately, it was moving really fast, so we didn't really get to this position in the time where it was directly north of us. Right now, it's off to the northeast, so that will be towards the right side of your screen if you want to watch the lightning. But there is a smaller, but still a decent cell that's putting off lightning that will probably be passing to our north in a few minutes, so I figured we'd come out here, because I think that's going to be the last of the storms for the day. And then we're going to move on to the other half of this story, which I will talk about more later on when we get home, is the wind chill. It's going to be really cold. And as I mentioned, as I will mention in the video, there's actually freezing rain happening in the Panhandle right now. Like, there are parts of Florida seeing winter weather, which is very impressive with this storm. And tonight, it's expected that the feels-like temperatures will get as low as 15 degrees, which to people who live in other parts of the country, that might not be too crazy, but that's really cold here. So they put us under a wind chill advisory for tonight and through tomorrow morning, and I don't know. I guess there's not really much footage to grab with that, but maybe I'll record a little segment tomorrow morning, throw it on the video, showing how cold it actually gets. Because the last time we had cold like this was 2022 Christmas, and it got really cold then. It came a little later this year, but it's here. So, yep. I guess that's really about it. Stuff I need to talk about for wind chill. Yeah, very interesting storm. Now we're just waiting. And then after this, we're gonna go to Waffle House. So, and I did get to sit down and edit the earlier portions of this video. Dude, that lightning shot was so fucking sick. Really good bowl.
What was it with having this brightest point be in the middle?
I guess just a different distribution of where the electrical current is within the bolt.
Fair enough. Honestly, there probably is there might be some form of significance to it, given the fact that it does go from, it's not just one linear connection, it does go from the ground to the sky.
Right. Yeah, there haven't been any severe storms yet today, and the fact that they came through earlier in the day and it's been pretty overcast is probably helping a lot, because I think the National Weather Service was underselling the setup a little bit the past couple days. They were saying, just isolated thunderstorms, and, I don't know, a good chunk of the first coast has seen storms. And having, a big storm like that blow through Jacksonville, that's a good chunk of our population here, so I don't know, I think they might have undersold it a little bit.
I really hate to be that guy right now, but like, if someone in the comments could actually be able to like somewhat explain that lightning bolt, where it has a brighter flash in the middle than across the board, like
That'd be nice.
it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So I'm only going to be out here for a few more minutes because I'm looking at this now. Most of the lightning is still occurring with that main line as it's pushing further off to the east. Most of the strikes are starting to happen all the way on like the north side of Jacksonville now. We're not seeing that from here. And then we have a little bit of more rain in that other cell filling in. Not a ton of strikes, but I'll give it a few more minutes. We'll see what happens.
Shoddy. Corner ones are shoddy.
Other than the lightning, it's pretty decent rain today. I've been seeing some really heavy, like downpours on radar, and we got a pretty decent amount of rain at home. And like I said earlier, it's been like just a parade of storms this month. Like every 3 or 4 days, there's another cold front that comes through, brings some rain. I'm glad that we got a little more action this time, like in terms of the lightning, because other than on January 9th, where while I didn't get a bolt, we did get a few good flashes and like a bit of thunder. The storms have been pretty quiet, which is fair for this time of year. It's January, but yeah, I've been kind of itching for it because we missed out on a lot of the summer last year, and honestly, even though I hate the heat, I can't wait to get to that part of the year for purposes of making videos. Oh yeah.
We're much better prepared. At least one
Yes.
of the most important pieces of equipment, the vehicle.
The vehicle, yep. We got a consistent microphone now, so the audio is slightly less garbage.
Not even the fact that the car is like newer or better and more, but it's an SUV.
Yep. So we go off-road.
Not yet, it's all famous cars.
I'm starting to see like the lowering clouds there. That next cell coming in. Looks like rain is starting to develop to the south of the main cell up in Jacksonville. So yeah, I'd start putting it more this way now to the left because we're not going to be able to see lightning to the right. Yeah, most of the lightning is definitely occurring in the northern part of the storm now. That's interesting. So, what? So, the way the clouds are moving off? Yeah.
It's starting to go that way. Spider webs all around. What the fuck is that thing?
What is that?
Yeah, it's like
Just a bunch of like glassy beads.
pinpoint the camera for like a month.
Yeah, we could do that.
Can you see the outline?
That thing. What the fuck is that? I think something's starting to move. Can you feel that?
Yeah, dude.
Look it over there.
It might be.
I mean, this might not be sufficient. I'm thinking, yeah, right there. That's a nice visual right there. Some scud coming in. Feel the wind picking up. So. Yeah,
Should have on the bag.
I don't think much is going to come out of this in terms of wind up, personally. Hoping for maybe one more strike, but not counting on it because the cell doesn't like to be producing it.
It seems like the clouds are way popping off.
Yeah.
It's just not between the
Well, This looks like the leading edge. It should be here in 2-3 minutes, maybe.
He's a good comfy if you have longer legs.
I think it was Pico's Hank that said that if you want to be a storm chaser, especially one that like goes after tornadoes, which not that we really get to do here, but still, that if you want to be a storm chaser, you really have to like thunderstorms because you're often going to be disappointed if you just like go after severe weather, you know. And like, I love this. Like, this is beautiful. Even if like nothing crazy is going on, like look at that. Look how low the clouds are. I'll just touch it. It's getting darker.
Yeah. Use the other one side.
I think the main one's very close by, probably. Very noticeable dip in temperature that wasn't with the last bits of rain. You know, like right on the leading edge. I take the camera back around. This way. Just like hold in.
That speed you get. You ain't never moved that fast before.
Meow. Bird.
Yeah, it's a seagull, I think. Look at it. Like, he's doing it. Oh, no. He's going sideways.
Now it's moving this way. Alright. I think we're probably good to go. I don't really see the storm putting out much more. Some heavy rain up north. We're not going to really see that. Yeah. Go after this next section. I'm going to go over some of the special weather statements that were issued and a little bit more on the temperatures for the night, and that will be it for today. Yep. Right when we decided to close up shop, it just started pouring rain, and it is cold. It is a very cold rain.
Yeah.
It's okay, we're going to Waffle House, though. That Southern hospitality warmed me right up.
Not the place. They're always freezing in there. Oh, man.
The January 16th storm system was quite the interesting one. It brought numerous showers and thunderstorms to our area, some of them being on the stronger end. In total, 9 thunderstorm-related special weather statements were issued, which you are seeing on screen now. The main threats from the storms that occurred on the 16th were flooding rainfall, small hail, and the potential for low-end damaging winds. However, no storm damage was reported to the Storm Prediction Center or the National Weather Service on this day. As I mentioned during the earlier live shot, the National Weather Service seemed a bit iffy on the thunderstorm potential. In retrospect, I think they were pretty accurate. No severe storms ended up occurring, however there were numerous thunderstorms that produced a healthy amount of heavy rain and lightning. Considering the cold temperatures associated with this system, instability was laughable, being at only around 100 to 250 kilojoules for most of the area. However, that did still allow for a few strong storms to pop up here and there. Following the storm on January 16th, truly cold air would arrive in the southeast for the first time this year, with many areas of northeast Florida seeing their first freeze or hard freeze. A wind chill advisory was issued for most of the Ajax area, which is the first time I've ever seen that down here. The wind chill was forecast to get down to as low as 10 degrees in the northern parts of our viewing area, which is central Georgia. But down here in Clay County, the coldest I saw it get was 20 degrees on the feels like scale. Yep, that was pretty much it, y'all. There is some mild potential for severe thunderstorms towards the end of January on the 25th and the 26th, so that's where we're setting our sights on next. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.